Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to do a full face of BPerfect cosmetics, and the only thing that I have used from BPerfect in the past has been an eyeshadow palette, and I did create an eye look with this palette a while back, and it's a really beautiful palette. It's a humongous palette, but it is beautiful. It really does it has everything you could possibly want to create a look. Has some pops of color, it has some oranges, some golds, browns, greens, anything, some rosy colors. Really, there's a lot of options in here. The formula was amazing. This was a collaboration with Stacey Marie. They've done several collaborations. I'm not sure who Stacey Marie is. I would assume she's a YouTube creator. This palette is still available and it's actually on sale. So this has been around for a long time, because I say it's probably been a couple of years since I did my video creating a look, and I will list it in the information box below in case you're interested in watching it. So I did get a new palette, but I think I want to use the old one because I want to do like a green St. Patrick's Day inspired look. This is the one that I got, which is a cool palette. I think it looks very pretty. This one is called Sultries of the South, but I think it's really pretty. BPerfect is a company from Ireland. They do have a warehouse in the US, but for some reason I ordered from the Ireland website. So it did take like close to 2 weeks for me to get my products, but that's okay. I wasn't in any rush, and that was my fault, my bad. They are cruelty free. Everything was packed immaculate. I did keep I unpacked everything, but I did keep some of the boxes so I could show you how beautiful their packaging is. I'm destroying everything and dropping it, but it came really nicely packed with a lot of bubble wrap. Nothing was broken, damaged. It was amazing. And to tell you the truth, even when I order from ColourPop, sometimes it takes them 2 weeks to send me my product. So let me pick up what I just dropped and I'll be right back. So even though this palette is really pretty and I like to use it in the future, I just thought I really would like to do a green look. I don't have any green tops, believe it or not. So this one is pink. It's got flowers, but it's got like a little bit of green in it. So, and my earrings have a little bit of green in them too. That's the best I can do. So anyways, let me show you some of the packaging. This is the packaging for the blushes. Look how pretty. And this is the actual packaging for the products. It feels luxurious. They're really heavy to the touch. They're a little bulky, but that's okay. It's beautiful. It really is. This is the blush. I got a cream bronzer. They just released a brand new foundation, and I've never tried their foundation before. I never tried anything but their eyeshadows, so I got that. I got a concealer, I got a powder, I got a full face, everything except for brows and a setting spray and a lip liner and mascara, because I already own a lot of that, so I didn't want to buy some more. This is, to me, the most important things, right? So anyways, I want to create an entire look. I'm going to move you guys up a little bit so that you can see a little better, and then we'll get started. This is the foundation that they just released. Beautiful packaging. It's called the Chroma Cover BPerfect Cosmetics. It's a medium coverage for filter luminous foundation. And let me see, does it have anything else to say? A weightless, medium to buildable, luminous foundation. Skin optimizing ingredients combined together with concentrated pigment, ensuring longevity and a soft filter effect. It has hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, and rosehip oil. So it does have some good ingredients in there. My face is already prepped. I already have my my skincare, SPF, and primer. Okay, this is the actual bottle. Look how beautiful this is. This is so gorgeous. Okay, the pricing on BPerfect is like, it's not as low as drugstore. It's not as high as, let's say, Too Faced or Target or Tarte Cosmetics, kind of in the middle. It's kind of like Milani Flower Beauty, a little higher. Like this foundation was like $29, I believe it is. So it is a little more up there, but I mean, drugstore is going very high. So I just wanted to try this. I think the bottle is gorgeous, and it just says chrome cover foundation. I don't know if this is the first foundation that they've ever released, but I'm really very curious. I did see Steph's Beauty Stash use it. That's how I found out that this was released, and it looked beautiful on her. She gave it a very good review. So definitely I wanted to try it. I'm going to put it in this, and this is something that Rena sent me a while back. Rena from Boxes and Deals. She sent it to me because she said it had a C on it. So I like to use it as a palette for my foundation. It works perfect. This is the consistency. It is like a thicker consistency, and hopefully I have it in the right shade. I got it in N3. Lately I have not been doing very well picking out shades. I've been going like super light, and I mean, I'd rather almost be light than dark, because I think it's easier to fix it once you're done with you know, bronzer and all that. It looks okay, but yeah, this one looks okay. It looks like I did a good job on this one. It has a scent, but it's very light, and I'm sure it's something that after it's on for a little bit, you're not going to smell it, but it's not super scented. So I think it's the foundation that I'm smelling, and not my brush. Yeah, I think maybe it's my brush because I cleaned them, but it's definitely, you really have to look for it, I would say. So even if it does have a little bit of scent, I don't think it's going to bother you. I also did do my brows already just to save some time. So right now, right here, it looks like it's like a light medium. I am going to try to build it up to cover my dark spots, but it looks like it does have a little bit of luminosity. It was very easy to blend for sure. So I'm going to put a little bit on the palette and just use it like on my cheeks. A little bit down here where I have most of my pigmentation. It does say it's buildable, so. And I think that's doing a better job. I'm going to put a little bit on that spot I have right here. That is not dark circle, that is a spot. I don't know, old age, hyperpigmentation, whatever you want to call it. I also got a concealer from them. Alright, so the concealer is this one right here, and this is called the Chrome Conceal Liquid Concealer. Oh, I can't tell what shade I got because it's like, look, it's like the same color as the concealer, and it's like very light. So I will list it below what shade I purchased. I'm going to use this BK Beauty. So I would say the concealer is also a medium coverage. It doesn't cover 100% of my dark circles, but that's okay. I can use a corrector with it. I didn't want to use one today because I wanted to see exactly how everything was going to work. And I didn't bring an eye primer, so I'm going to put a little more concealer on my eyelids and use that as a primer today. I like using a primer, an eye primer better than concealer on my lids, but that's okay. I will write down in the, I will leave a note in my description box and letting you guys know how this foundation wore, if it wore for a long time, if I had trouble with it. So let's see, this is the powder. So I did get a powder, and this is a Lockdown 2.0 powder. Let me see if it gets information on it. So lock your base in place with Lockdown pressed powder, a long wearing skin perfecting pressed powder which blends seamlessly to minimize shine and reduce the appearance of pores, Contains mirror to help you stay glam on the go. It does have a mirror that, hold on, it has like a little plastic. So this is the palette. It's beautiful. It's very pretty. It almost looks like a baked formula. I'm gonna take this brush right here to apply some under my eyes. I wanna see how this works under the eyes. You guys know that I normally just use the Palmograph, but today I wanna see if this is one that would be nice. I'm gonna powder my lids a little bit. And then I'm gonna take a big brush and kind of just set my face a little bit. I don't use a lot of powder. It just seems to, it's very finely milled, and it doesn't seem to grab a lot on the powder, which I like. I don't smell any scent on it. So far so good with the scents. Okay, so now let's do the cream bronzer. I did bring this brush right here to use that. And this is in the shade Sand. That is my washing machine. I am multitasking. I am washing, drying, filming. Oh, that's a pretty shade. And it goes on very easily. It is not pulling up the foundation. It picks up very easily on the brush. I don't smell a scent either. Very creamy. Yeah, no, it doesn't really, smells like makeup. It doesn't smell like perfume. Very pretty. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, so this is definitely, I know they have different shades, but this one is Sand. Okay, so I got two different blushes. I got this one, and this one is called Fever. And let me see if they have any additional information. Raise the temperature with Scorched Luxe Powder Blush, a buildable lightweight formula with rich pigment to add a flush of color instantly with your complexion. Contains mirror to help you stay glam on the go. So it's just a mirror on the, I'm not going to take it off. Let me see if I can take it off without, yeah, there we go. So I got that one, and I got this one here. This one I said it was Fever. This one is called Heat. And this is the color on this one. Isn't that pretty? That looks like very, like a very neutral color. But I think I want to use this one today. So I'm going to use the Angie Hot and Flashy 5807. And I'm going to go, oh, it doesn't look like it's picking up a lot. So I thought it was going to be like bam. That is pretty. Okay, and the bottle to the foundation is glass, but the lid is plastic, okay? And these, I guess they're plastic, but they feel very, boy, I am doing so well today. Very weighty, and it feels really good. The highlighter, the one that I got was a little gold. It was kind of hard to pick one. They did have different shades, and lately I've been getting so many pink highlighters that I wanted something a little different. All right, so now we're going to start with the eyes, and this is a humongous palette, so I'm going to stay on this side of the palette. I'm going to try to do mostly green tones, but I'm going to start with this one down here, and this is it's called Stone. I'm going to use a Sigma taper blending brush E40 for my crease. It does have a little bit of kick up on the pan. It doesn't bother me, but I just thought I'd mention it to you guys. Okay, so now I think I'm going to go a little darker. I'm going to go to Lotto Latte, this one right here. And then I start going into the greens after that. Don't fall, palette. You're too big, you're going to break. And I'm going to go just a little lower. That's a really pretty shade. Okay, I'm going to change brushes now. I'm going to take this one from BK Beauty, and this is a 203. And I think I'm going to go into this dark green right here. And that one is called Antidote. That's the name of the palette. And I'm kind of just stamping it on the outer lid. And I'm turning the brush over. Then I'm going to take a clean brush and just kind of blend a little. I'm going to go under my lower lash line with the same, ooh, and on my cheek also. Lightly, because I don't want it a very thick line there. All right, I'm gonna wipe down this brush, the one with the dark green, and I'm gonna go into this one right here, this green right there. That one is called Grunge, and I'm going to place it over here. I'm gonna try my finger. That's a pretty green. Wow, I think I went a little too far. Okay, I'm going to take the dark green again, because as you can see, I got a little carried away here. It looks like I went higher on that eye than I did on this eye. Okay, I'm going to blend. I'm going to take that first lighter shade that I used, the Stone. I'm trying to use it, and you see that was a lot of fallout, but I don't really, well, have a little bit of fallout. Try to use it to blend the edge over here. Okay, I'm going to take a little more of that green, that grungy green. That's such a pretty green. Okay, now I'm going to take this one right here. This one's called Silvery, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner. Wipe down my finger. I have all these dark colors on my fingers, and I'm afraid I'm gonna make a mess on my face. Okay, I'm gonna get another clean brush and blend. This I'm going to have to powder a little more, because I feel like this foundation is a little too dewy for me. Like on my forehead, it looks really dewy. And I'm not sure I like that. It doesn't, you know, it's not like, I don't know, it's just a little too much. I like for it to look dewy, but... Okay, that is a beautiful green. I'm going to swipe, and I may have to use a little bit of concealer on there because I did have fallout. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use a little bit of concealer down here to clean up. All right, let me wash my hands. I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna use just a little bit of concealer to clean up that over here. And also, I feel like I went down a little too far on this side with my shadow. It doesn't match the other side, so I'm going to try to clean that up and match the other side. I'm also going to use the Beauty Blender to see if I can take some of that, yeah, some of that shine off my face from the... I don't want it totally matte, but I don't want it super dewy either. I'll have a little too much. That's why I don't like using my fingers on the inner corner, because I always end up with foundation where I don't want it. Not foundation, eyeshadow where I don't want it. Like it always goes down to the lower. And I don't want it there, because it doesn't look right. It doesn't, you know, it's not the way it's supposed to look. All right, here's my brush with the powder that I had before. I didn't add any extra powder, just whatever was left on the brush. Okay, now I want something for my brow bone, and I think I'm gonna use, this is like the lightest one they have, and it is a matte, and then I'm gonna use this one in my inner corner. Okay guys, so now I am going to use a very tiny brush, this one right here, to put a little bit of that, it's called Glisten, on my inner corner. I'm going to use the same brush and pick up a little more of the green, because I think when I put my when I went back with a concealer, I think I kind of took that off. So I'm going to put a little more here. Try to shape the end over here. Okay, it's more, I didn't take as much off on this side, but let's, okay. Right, so I do have a brown eyeliner. And this is from Lottie London, and I'm going to use just a little bit out here. I'm not going to use it on my upper lash lines. I'm going to do mascara. I'm going to use the It Superhero, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I did my lashes. I also did my lip liner because it's not one of their lip liners. This one is from Italia Deluxe, the ones that come 12 to a pack for $9.99 from Amazon. This is in fuchsia, and I will link it below. And then I got this lipstick from them. It is called, it says Plump. I guess that's the shade because it doesn't have anything else. And oh, I don't know if it goes with that. I got the wrong lip liner. I'm going to try to cover the lip liner with it because I thought this was pink. Okay, I don't think it's working. Oh gosh. Feels very creamy. Let me see if I can get another lip liner to go over the lip liner because that does not look right. I'll be right back. Okay, so I actually removed it, and then I used this lip liner from ColourPop called Joyride, and it's more like brick red kinda, and I think that looks much better with the lipstick. Yeah, much better than what I had before. All right, so now the last thing that we have to do is just a little bit of highlighter, and this highlighter looks very blingy, so I'm going to try to go very, very subtle and softly. I'm kind of going to go over the blush like right there on the edge so that it kind of meshes a little better. I think it's pretty, and you can definitely build it up to be a lot more brighter, you know, much brighter if you wanted it to. So I'm gonna go just a little more with this and just kind of here so that it matches. It kind of like, I cannot talk today. I can't talk ever, but I mean today's worse. You know, kind of like they meet in on the edge there. Very pretty. So what do you guys think? Look at the eye look. Now, I tell you the truth, I wish I would have used an eye primer. I don't like using, to me, my shadow doesn't blend as well when I don't use an eye primer. I think that when I use an eye primer, it does so much better. The blending is like so much easier, but it did okay. But like, see over here, Let me see if I can fix a little bit of it. I'm actually gonna use this one that is a little lighter. Oh my gosh, what fell now? The lipstick. I went a price today. I have dropped more things today than in any other video in the past. Wow. Maybe I can go like on the Guinness Book of Records or something. I don't know. Is there a section for products dropped during a makeup video? That's a really pretty green, but the shimmer is like all over it because I went like too far with it over here on the side, and that was my fault. That was user error. That shimmer is really pretty though. Anyway, I do like it. I think this is a gorgeous palette. Again, it's on sale. I will link it below. First impressions, I really love everything that I put on my face. Let me see. This one's locked down. I'm gonna use the powder as a finishing powder, kind of like everywhere a little bit, you know, just go on it light. And it looks like you can use it as a finishing powder because it is matte, but it's not chalky. And since it's like it's not a loose powder, it's like a baked powder. I think it's a lot softer. And it looks really pretty. Okay, I did bring 2 setting sprays. I brought the one from the Dewy Coconut Setting Spray from e.l.f. and then the Radiance Setting Spray from Neutrogena, which I really like, but I think I'm gonna go with the e.l.f. because I don't know, Radiance sounds like a lot more shine than Dewy. So I'm just gonna spray a little bit on the brush. I just want my makeup to last. Maybe when my husband gets home, he goes, "You look so pretty, let's go out to dinner. You don't have to cook tonight." I'm kidding. All I have to say is like, "Baby, you want to go out to dinner?" I don't have to twist his arm. Now that he doesn't like my cooking, he loves my cooking. He would love for me to cook every day. But he knows that if I'm not feeling well or something, you know, he's not one to say, "No, we've gone out too many times. You need to." This is so gorgeous. I like the way it looks on the skin. I really do. I don't know how long it's going to stay on my face. You know, usually I like to test something before I use it with you guys. But Steph did do a 2-day wear test and it looked beautiful on her. So I really think this is going to look nice. I like the brand. And you can usually tell when, you know, when something goes on your face and it doesn't look like it's melting with your face, that it's kind of like standing on, you know, like on top of your face, and you can tell if it's not gonna last. But anyway, I will leave a note behind letting you know if it does stay. So anyways, guys, I don't know if I'm gonna post this before St. Patty's or on St. Patty's Day, but you guys may be going out for green beer tomorrow, so I'll try to do it before. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Let me scoot you back. I really do appreciate the time that you spend with me, and I tell you that on every video, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I don't just say it to say it. If you like this video and you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you on my channel. I'm planning to do a nice a nice giveaway when I hit 2,500 subscribers. I need like 250 more to go or something like that. I'm not worried. I'm not in a hurry. It's taking me a while to get where I'm at, but I've been loving the ride. I've never considered stop doing my videos. So thank you again for being here with me. I love you guys. I truly do. And I will see you on my next video. Bye. Mwah.